I'm gonna get into it right away. Riverdale season 4, episode 2, chapter 59, Fast Times at Riverdale High. Now, after the whole premiere of of this season last week, of course we said goodbye to Fred and Luke Perry, the man that portrayed Fred Andrews on Riverdale, which was a great episode in my opinion. Obviously, the crew coped in their own way. They had a bit of a pretty cool night with champagne flutes and pretty some pretty romantic love scenes in there as well. So they arrived at school, for the first time in a long time to start the senior year, late as hell. They have new authority now. His name is Mr. Honey, is his name. And he doesn't play around with the BS. He's all about the discipline, establishing authority, and things of that nature and what have you. So Cheryl Blossom, she tries to sweet talk her way, butter him up with a welcome basket. He doesn't accept that shit. And he says, "Look, man, since you're gonna try to kiss my ass, there's gonna be no motherfucking back to school dance at all." Cheryl's bomb, Cheryl is hip with this bombshell. She's like, no pun intended. And she's like, okay, that's cool. I'll just have to hold it at Thistle Lodge instead. But that gets busted up by FP and the goon in the cops because there's been a noise complaint by Mr. Honey, in which I'm trying to understand how that's even possible when the man doesn't even live nearby. But Cheryl's gonna get the last laugh because her money's on my money's on her anyway, and she ends up sending a full-fledged beehive with dripped with honey to his place. And I hope his damn will is as strong as his damn moral compass because I'm pretty sure he got stung the hell up by those damn bees. In other news, my boy Jughead is getting pretty much a big recommendation and a huge pulling from Stonewall Prep because one of the writing teachers there by the name of Mr. Chipping enjoyed Jughead's short story. He's just a great writer. Jughead is really reluctant at first because he doesn't like snooty ass people, but he did like and enjoy the fact that that kids actually read in that damn school, and he also enjoyed the Moby Dick discussion. In terms of comes to find out, Jughead's grandfather went to Stonewall Prep as well, which makes FP pretty damn happy. But I'm starting to think Mr. Chipping is a little bit too nice for comfort, a little too close for comfort because we got a flash forward of all the gang meeting up in the woods. A search party is out for Jughead because he's gone missing. Obviously, from last year's season 3 finale, we see the gang in blood, burning Jughead's stuff, saying they can never speak of this night ever again. And speaking of the gang, let's get to Veronica. Why the hell are fucking reporters harassing her at high school? Because there's this big trial with her parents, and her good old dad, Hiram, already leaked some information about her to the press. Hopefully, to pretty much spin his daughter to his liking, so then that way he can side with so then that way his daughter can side with him. Obviously, Veronica says she puts a stop to it. She says, "You know what? Look, because after she went to her speakeasy and having a great moment at her speakeasy, things like that, she said, "Look, I'm for neither parent," and she switches her last name to Gomez on her Harvard application, which happens to be Hermione's, her mother's maiden name. So she'll be going by Veronica Gomez and not by Veronica Lodge, because obviously, who wants all that damn attention, right? And then also, Archie's homeboy from Juvie, Mad Dog, joins Riverdale High. He joins the football team. Now I'm wondering who the hell he's gonna be linked with in terms of relationships, because does anyone have relationships in that damn school anymore? Anyone? And then also, what's the deal with Mr. Chipping? I think there's something really going on with this guy, honestly. Him and Mr. Honey, or maybe it's just Mr. Chipping, period. I mean, he took a very strong liking to Jughead right off the bat. He's been eyeing him for some time now. I wonder what's up with that. But then also third, Kev, he apologizes to Betty and they reconcile. Not before Betty says a little quote like, "Well, okay, do you remember when you dragged me by my ankles to go get a lobotomy?" Then also Kevin brings in one of his little friends in the loop because Betty still doesn't have any answers from her mother Alice, about her whole thing about taking down the farm. Because her brother Edgar, or I believe his name, no, Charles, was in on it. Edgar was just the person that ran the farm, and Kevin was under his illusion for quite some time, his spell for quite some time, and Kevin knows where the farm is hiding out at. So he's gonna give that information to Charles, and the FBI's gonna bust their asses big time. Only thing is, they're trying to figure out where the hell Alice is because she hasn't been answering any of Charles's calls or Edgar's or no one's. So I wonder where Alice is and Polly even for that matter. I hope they'll be finding answers to that pretty damn soon. This has been your Shafferspeeks. So I love you guys. Peace and love. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and all that other jazz. If you guys have any recommendation as to what you guys would like for me to talk about in my YouTube channel next, let me know in the comment section below. I always welcome as will be, whether it be reviews on TV shows or movies, or even articles about Marvel, DC, or any kind of cool show that you guys find interesting. I'll do my research and I'll do a video on it. Peace and love.